then the day of Garrick's funeral, I was going to be speaking, but I honestly didn't know what I was going to say. And that's when I was looking back at this post about the Grand Canyon. It really hit me and became kind of a story that has helped me through this year. So I just wanted to read that, and then we can talk about that, if that's okay.
Yeah.
When I stood at the edge of the north rim of the Grand Canyon the night before our hike, I was scared. It just seemed so big. But we woke up the next morning and embarked on the journey anyway. We knew others had done it, and we knew we had trained, but was it enough? As we descended the trail in the dark with our headlamps, it was eerily comforting to look down the trail ahead of us and up the switchbacks behind us to see many more headlamps on this same trail. As the sun rose, the views became breathtaking. The scenery changed as we got further down inside the canyon. Every time it changed, I would think, now this is my favorite part. By the time we got 14 miles into Phantom Ranch, we were all feeling pretty good, but realized we had the hardest 10 miles ahead, and it was going to be hot. Those next 5 miles were a hot 100+ degrees. We just kept putting one foot in front of the other. We took short breaks at the rest houses. 4.5 miles, 3 miles, and 1.5 miles from the top. Then, with about 3/4 of a mile left, my daughter Hannah met us with some ice-cold water. That tasted so refreshing. We started going again, and at some point, I made the mistake of looking up. It seemed like the rim was still so far away. I took my focus off of how far we'd come and became discouraged with how far we still had to go. My other mistake was that I started feeling rushed, thinking I needed to make it to the top before dark, so I wouldn't have to dig my headlamp out of my pack. At that moment, Garrick, in his calm and reassuring manner, asked Hannah to take my pack, and he got his headlamp out of his pack so I wouldn't feel so rushed to finish before dark. Kaysen gave me a reassuring hug, and we all started walking again. That made all the difference for me, and I was able to finish out that last half mile. My mom and Caitlin were cheering for us as we finished. My muscles were pounding by that point, but it felt good to have accomplished what we set out to do. With consistent preparation, hope, determination, teamwork, and support, we made it down, across, and up the other side, one step at a time. And then this next part is just what kind of how I put it together at the funeral, how it compared. I imagine us in heaven looking down at this earthly experience and maybe feeling quite terrified. It just seems so hard, but we embark on the journey anyway. And as we grow up, we have different experiences, and some of them are just so good, breathtaking really. And with each life change or switchback, there is new scenery, and we think, this is my favorite part. Can we just stay here forever? But then we get to the next part, and we're glad we didn't stay in that other place because this part is even better and more beautiful. Then we get to some really tough stretches where it's hot and uphill and water is running low, and all we can do is keep putting one foot in front of the other. And we have to stop and rest a little more often. And we do find comfort from the other people on the trail. But as we climb, the views of where we've been become better and better. We remember the good things, and we're grateful for all the wonderful and beautiful experiences we've had together, instead of looking up and seeing how much further we have to go. But when we do get overwhelmed with how far we have yet to go, and we have our little breakdowns or big breakdowns even, there will be help. Our Savior will take our pack and give us a hug to get us back on our way when we are ready. Very often for me, my Savior is kind of like Garrick, sending earthly angels, quietly asking, can you go help carry Holly's pack today? And there have been so many earthly angels helping me carry my pack. And
that's beautiful.
I just feel like, yeah, we had trials in our life, but I did live a very, very blessed life. I still do, but this experience has opened my eyes to the suffering and the grief that is all around us.
Yeah.
And hopefully I have become a more compassionate person that will show up to help those other people that are going through hard things the way that people showed up for me.
Yeah.